Hi, welcome to Motivate Therapy's What to Expect Therapy for Chronic Pain and Other Orthopedic Issues. This is where you decide if therapy at Motivate is the best thing for you. Low back and neck pain are extremely debilitating, listed as the top 10 disabilities in the country. We at Motivate specialize in pelvic health, and so we have a unique understanding of how the pelvis, which is basically your foundation, balances the spine, which if you picture a series of child's building blocks sitting on this foundation, and what has to balance on top of those blocks is your neck. And so if there are any dysfunction in the neck or the back, or the pelvis, it can completely affect your function. Pain drains your energy and it stops you from living the life that you want to live. Therapy improves your quality of life. Motivate Therapy is a group of like-minded people dedicated to helping you achieve your goals and change your life. We are occupational therapists and physical therapists, and our philosophy is that you cannot change anything that you're not aware of, and so motivation and education are the key. Therefore, anybody can change their life no matter their age or stage. Hi, my name is Denise Nichols, and I am the owner, director, and occupational therapist at Motivate. I've written a book called Your Self-Care Matrix, which just highlights the steps that you can take to change your life today. So due to our unique understanding of the pelvis as the foundation to everything else, everything that surrounds it, we utilize a whole body health approach. So we're not just looking at the joints of the vertebrae in your spine or the joint in your shoulder. We're going to look at everything around it at a whole body approach. If I am sitting in a slumped position and my pelvis is tucked, it's going to affect my neck and therefore my shoulders. So we are going to look at your movement and how you function as a whole, and then start your rehabilitation from there. We also have a unique understanding from our occupational therapy background that the mind and the body are connected. Everything is connected. And so what you think and what you feel affects your muscles and your muscle tone. And so understand that when you come here, you will experience therapy unlike anything you have ever experienced because of the way that we look, the lenses from which we look at you and approach your treatment plan in order to help you achieve your goals. We do, as a courtesy, provide an insurance verification. So we are going to request your health insurance information, and you will know what your financial obligations are before you come for your evaluation. And you will also bring your medical history and your medications, because all of those things, your surgeries and falls and all of your past medical history as well as your medications, can absolutely be contributing to your symptoms. So we help you look at that. We also see ourselves as part of your team, your medical team. And so we are very interested and will stay in connection with your medical providers, your medical team, and then help you find additions to your team, additional support, if that's what you need, again, so that you can achieve your goals. The term chronic applies to anything that's been lasting longer than 3 to 6 months, depending on what you read. So if your symptoms have been lasting longer than 3 months, most often we will see people that don't take action until their life has been so extremely affected, which is usually a year or more. That is what we specialize in. There is hope. I want you to understand that you are not alone, and that no matter the age or stage of your life, You can improve. Mindset is everything, and awareness is everything. So we help you take a look at that and start you from where you are. We have helped countless people and have scores of testimonials like this, where people have been able to change their life using our unique approach. But most importantly, because they have the dedication and commitment to change. I believe that every person on their health and wellness journey has the right to expect to be heard, to expect results, and to expect continued resources and support. And that is what we provide at Motivate. That is what you can expect when you come to therapy for any condition. No, you're not crazy, and no, it's not just in your head. I don't accept that ever as an answer, and neither should you. You should continue to find natural conservative ways to help you. Yes, it's in your head because your brain is in your head and your nerves start there, but your nerves have now had this feedback loop of every time this thing happens, or even maybe you just think about the thing that you know is going to hurt you, can completely affect your muscles and how you move, and therefore can create pain. Anxiety and stress can create pain. So your nervous system and the health of your nervous system is extremely important, because your nerves are what give the signals to your muscles to move. So sleep is extremely important. And like the statistic shows, that 1 in 3 Americans have pain that affect their quality of life, that affect their day and their night. So if you're not getting a good night's sleep because of pain, you're not going to get the reset that you need to continue to heal on your own during the day. So living with the pain, whether it's at day or at night, it's not going to get better on its own. By the time people find pelvic floor therapy or us at Motivate, they are extremely frustrated and hopeless very often, because they don't understand their symptoms and they're not finding anybody else that is helping them understand their symptoms. And that is what we do. Your signals over time become symptoms. Your body is always talking to you. So we help you understand that so that you can therefore create change and eventually even think like us. So there are no limitations as far as you are not too old or too overweight, not flexible or coordinated enough. You can create change today. You just need a team of people to help you understand it. And that is how we see ourselves as guides on this journey for you. We do ask that you come with an open and positive mindset, because that is everything. And as well, we ask for you to bring your list of medications and past medical history, because all of that is part of this. Unfortunately, I think if you have a chronic illness, such as Lyme disease, chronic fatigue, multiple sclerosis, post-polio, lupus, it could go on and on the list. When you have that, often an intolerance to exercise can come with it. And so therefore we have fear of exercising or moving. But unfortunately, it becomes a nasty cycle. The less you do, the more stiff and in pain and deconditioned you become. So we help you find the best movement system for you. And I understand this from a personal experience with neurological Lyme, that there are times when I couldn't exercise, so I exercised my mind using meditation and breath work. I started from where I could, and it changes from day to day. So that is why we talk about our mission being about creating change. And change is an acronym for consistent, healthy awareness in the now, in the right now, so that you can grow and then become an empowered consumer, which is why you're watching this right now. as a way to empower yourself. The more education and the more you know, the more you're going to be able to communicate effectively with your medical team and improve your life, your quality of life, how you want to improve it. So understand and know that we've got your back, we understand, and we're here to help you start from where you are right now, today. Well, yes, neck and back pain are very prevalent amongst adults in the US and in the world. We need to have a whole body approach when we're looking at pain rather than just chasing the area of pain. When there is pain in one joint, such as the hip, we need to look above and below it, because often if one joint is not mobile, whatever is above and below it is going to have to move more. So hip motion, especially rotation in and out, which is what walking is, and balance and all of that, if that is not working well, it can certainly create a plethora of problems. So I like this article that talks about the top 3 myths of hip pain. Most people think that it's just an old person's problem, which is not true. Young people can certainly have hip pain, and we definitely see it amongst women. The statistics are higher for women in their 30s to have labral tears. Growing pain is another common diagnosis we see in younger athletic men. It'll go away on its own. That's certainly not the case. So learning to live with it is not a solution. And you may feel pain in places other than just your hip. It can go all the way down to the foot as well as above the back, as I just talked about, because everything is connected. But there is always hope. Once you understand the cause, you can fix it and then teach you how to maintain it. Awareness is key to creating lifelong lasting change. So in order to meet your goals, we hand tailor your session with a very individualized, detailed initial evaluation, but then we continue to assess and reassess with every session. We want to know what's working and what's not working, because it's your life that we're trying to improve. So you can expect results very quickly with our proven strategy, which includes the 4 pillars of our treatment approach. So first, we're going to look at your behaviors, which is extremely important. What habits are supporting you and what habits are no longer supporting you? So this includes the 4 biggies, which is water, fiber, sleep, and stress management habits. And then we want to know your tissue health. Muscles need blood flow to be happy and healthy. You need blood flow in and lymphatic flow out. So using manual therapy techniques, we can help improve your tissue health and then teach you how to maintain it on your own for lifelong success. Posture, how your chest is aligned over your pelvis when you move and function. That's a huge key that you can bring awareness to and change today. And then the last, but certainly not least, is looking at your core coordination. So it's not, again, just about strength. It is about coordinating length and strength. So flexibility and strength. That is what we look at in order to create an individualized plan for you. And therefore you see results. So we truly believe at Motivate that a thorough evaluation is the key to success as far as you graduating with all goals met, having changed your life, and knowing how to maintain it for the rest of your life. So an evaluation, every session is 60 minutes. So your 60-minute evaluation first day will be a lot of talking about your medical history, your medications, and what ultimately brought you to us. But we also want to see the progression, because it's very rare that, especially with chronic pain, where you just wake up and say, I feel pain. We often think that, but once we really start to break down your history, then it does help you see how everything is truly connected. So we like to hold a mirror up to your day and help you understand how your behaviors, which include repetitive motions, which might include what your occupation involves. So we are interested in your job and all of your hobbies. Do you stand for a prolonged period of time? Do you sit for a prolonged period of time? What type of motions make your symptoms worse, and what type of motions make them better? So then after the verbal part of the evaluation, then we look at your posture, how you move, bring an awareness into how you stand and how you sit. Then we look at your range of motion of your spine and your hips, as well as any other joints that may be involved. After that, we are interested in your core muscle strength coordination. So any of the muscles that surround the area, we're interested in how well, not only how strong you are, but also how well you coordinate everything, because how the body moves as a whole and how everything communicates is ultimately the strategy that we use to help retrain your muscles and your movement so that you are moving with a solid foundation and core that you can then learn how to maintain on your own. Every therapist at Motivate has manual therapy skills. So the more we get our hands on you, the better we can understand everything that's going on, and therefore have an individualized program just for you. So techniques such as joint mobilizations, manual muscle release, connective tissue manipulation, and soft tissue massage will ultimately help in the different phases of therapy, which start with decreasing inflammation and pain, and then improve motion, and then ultimately improve function. And so as we go along with the hands-on techniques, we can either teach you and or your spouse the techniques, and then eventually move you out of the private treatment rooms where you'll get the manual techniques into the gym to do things that will help maintain the technique so that you won't need manual therapy forever, because you can do it on your own through the use of foam rolls and tennis ball trigger point releases, diaphragmatic breathing, stretching, moving programs. Because ultimately, that is our goal, is for you to be able to maintain your success for life. I think it's common sense that stress and anxiety can cause muscle tension. We know that, right? You have a gut feeling or butterflies in your stomach. When you're nervous, you feel that tension or weirdness in your gut. Many of us know that we carry tension in certain areas of our body, in our necks or our backs, or even our butt, but maybe you don't. And that is where having another set of eyes and hands to help you understand the habits that aren't supporting you anymore. Maybe it's posture of how you sit, or when you drive and start to think. So having a mental health approach to put into your self-care program is equally as important as having a approach for and solutions for your physical movement. So the mind and the body approach at Motivate includes diaphragmatic breathing and things that can help calm the nervous system, which therefore help calm the muscles. That creates a new baseline for your muscles, so that rather than waking up here in this amount of pain, and this is your baseline, so now any stress that's happened throughout the day, now your pain goes above. If we can help decrease your baseline, how you start your day, your muscle tension down here, and then teach you how to maintain that throughout the day. Mental health is a big part of that. So different tips and tricks will be included in your self-care program. This is how we help you maintain your progress for lifelong success. So by the time you graduate, which you will absolutely graduate if you come in with a positive mindset and realistic goals, our whole body health treatment approach will allow you to have a self-care program that is individualized to you. It will include tissue health strategies such as massage, which may include foam rolling and tennis ball trigger point releases, and a counterbalanced core coordination program. And when I say counterbalanced, I mean some days you might need more stretching and lengthening approaches, and some days you might need or benefit from more cardio and blood flow, lymphatic flow approaches, and other days you might need to focus more on strength, all depending on where you are in your pain and illness flare-up cycle. So expecting to be heard and seeing results does not stop on day one or once you graduate from therapy. We want you to continue to feel supported and have the resources you need to maintain lifelong success. So whether you're coming to therapy in the clinic or you need to stay safe and stay at home, you can do virtual visits through your smartphone or laptop. We are also constantly providing you tips and tricks to maintain your progress, whether it is emailing our newsletter, looking at all of our content on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and then also taking a look at my book, Your Self-Care Matrix, to allow you lifelong success so that no matter what life throws at you, you have the tools that you need. If you still want to learn more specific to your symptoms, feel free to give us a call and set up a free consult, whether it is in the clinic or we can do it virtually as well. You will talk one-on-one with a licensed therapist to help better understand how we specifically can help you change your life based on your symptoms and your goals today. Bravo, great job. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn how to help yourself today. Thank you for spending this time with me. We look forward to working with you.